Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. In today's video, we will discuss, was Willian Pacho, Marquinhos, and Bradley Barcola robbed? As we have just seen with the Ballon d'Or list, there were top 30 nominations for the Ballon d'Or, and Paris Saint-Germain, Bombastico, had 9 players, which is a record. The previous record was held by Liverpool and either Barca or Madrid with 7 nominations. Paris Saint-Germain broke that, having 9 players nominated for the Ballon d'Or. I was predicting 11 to 12. I wanted all of these players, including Willian Pacho, Marquinhos. Where is it? This one right here. Marquinhos and Pacho. But unfortunately, those 3 did not make it. And how do I feel about it? Because the main question is, were they robbed? The first thing I would say is we have 9 players. That's nearly 33% of the Ballon d'Or top 30 nominations. Even great teams before, like the Liverpool I mentioned and the other teams, did not have this many players. That just shows the dominance of this Paris Saint-Germain team. But it also means that you can't have everyone in. Yes, Pacho should have been in this list. Barcola should have been in this list. But that's the first semi-excuse I make. We already have 9 players. We've already broken a record. The voters have already done something huge in Paris Saint-Germain's favor, even though it was deserved. Fully deserved. But then we take a look at it. Marquinhos, the club captain, led Paris Saint-Germain to a Champions League. Bradley Barcola, huge. He had a 40-plus GA season. Willian Pacho, undoubtedly the best centre-back last season and potentially the best centre-back in the world. Sheer dominance, not a single foul in the card in the Champions League, and was dominant in every single game, not making a single mistake, but making a lot of important clearances, tackles, and everything. Pacho, out of these 3, the most impactful for our Champions League run. So if I had to pick one of these 3 to make it, it would be Pacho. But then you're looking at Barcola, 40-plus GA in all competitions, helping Paris Saint-Germain this season. I'm calm with Marquinhos not being in it. I mean, Marquinhos was in the Champions League team of the season, but a lot of it was due to PR and so on. I think Pacho and Barcola both have been better than Marquinhos this season, and if I'm going to vote for any players to make the top 30 that didn't make it from PSG, it would be Pacho and Barcola. But to move away from Pacho and Barcola, here's a list I made of players that didn't make it as well. So we just look at the competition we have. We have Marquinhos, Pacho, Barcola, Saka, Musiala, Valverde, Isak, Alvarez, Caicedo, Rodrigo, Bruno, Gabriel, Bastoni, Marmoush, Trent, Nico, Luis Diaz, Osimhen, Leao, Koundé, Balde. So, you know what? Let's just remove Marquinhos. I'm mostly here for Pacho and Barcola. Pacho, does he deserve to be here? Saka, yeah. These players did not make the list. Pacho, better season than Saka, than Musiala, than Valverde, than Isak. Alvarez, I don't know how he's not in the top 30. Like when I was making Ballon d'Or list, I always had Alvarez in a great position because he had a great season with Atletico Madrid, both in La Liga and in the Champions League, and with the Argentinian national team on international duty. Caicedo, yes. Rodrigo, yes. Bruno, yes. Gabriel, yes. Bastoni, yes. Marmoush, yes. Trent, yes. So, Pacho, he is the one that was most robbed out of these 3 PSG players. Then we take a look at Barcola, better season than Saka, Musiala, Valverde, Isak, Alva. Isak, you see, Barcola is a bit questionable, especially because he wasn't a starter towards the end of the season, especially in the big games. And I think he only had 1 Champions League goal, 2, something like that. Scored against Stuttgart, scored against Brest. That was it. So it wasn't as impactful as the other PSG players in the big games and so on. And now let's take a look at the Ballon d'Or top 30. Who do I think should be here and shouldn't be here? Jude Bellingham should not be here. Jude Bellingham should not be in this list. It's actually, I mean, that's what this list shows. I mean, he has only 1 goalkeeper, I believe, in Gianluigi Donnarumma, and only 1 centre-back. And you're telling me out of the top 30 football players in the world, only 1 is a goalkeeper and 1 is a centre-back? No. This is more of a, I mean, it is a footballing contest, but it also has a lot of PR in it. Jude Bellingham wasn't good this season, is here because he was here last season, and Madrid, you know, some players got to be there to symbolize Madrid, even though Madrid had a fucking horrendous season, and he didn't do anything on international duty. Bellingham should not be here. Dembele, obviously. Donna, obviously. Do it, obviously. Dumfries deserves to be here. Gurasi deserves to be here. Gyökeres deserves to be here. Haaland, a bit questionable, but we'll continue. Hakimi deserves to be here. Harry Kane deserves to be here. Kvara deserves to be here. Leva deserves to be here. Yeah, we'll take McAllister. I don't think Lautaro should be here. I think he's strictly here symbolizing Inter Milan because they reached the Champions League final. But I don't think Lautaro Martinez had a top 30 player. Like Pacho had a better season than Lautaro, and I think even Barcola had a better season than Lautaro. Mbappe, yes. Scott McTominay, yes. Nuno Mendes, yes. João Neves, yes. Olise, yes. Palmer, yes. Pedri, yes. Rafinha, yes. Declan Rice, again. If anyone actually watches Declan Rice and thinks he's a top 30 player in the world or had a top 30 player season, you just don't understand football. I don't know what Declan Rice is doing here. Fabian, yes. Salah, yes. Van Dijk, a bit questionable, but we'll take it. Vinicius should absolutely not be here. He did not have a better season than Barcola. Vitinha, Wirtz, and Lamine Yamal. All this. Wirtz as well, a bit questionable. But the players I would remove Jude Bellingham. I would remove Lautaro, honestly. Declan Rice, Vinicius Jr. There are some questionables here, but those are the 4 players I would remove. Vinicius, Bellingham, Lautaro, and Declan Rice. And I would add Alvarez, Pacho, Barcola, and... you know what? Because we took out 2 Madrid players, I think Valverde should have been here. I think he's had a better season than Bellingham and Vinicius, but... at the end of the day, it's a PR award. So, to fully answer the question about Pacho, Marquinhos, and Barcola not making it, I mean, when I react to the list and everything, I just wanted to break the record. I wanted to have as many PSG players. We were extremely greedy, obviously, before this. If we won the Club World Cup, maybe we would have had all of these 12 players. Didn't win it, obviously. Pacho obviously missed the semi-final and the Club World Cup final as well. But I'm more happy than I'm mad. We had 9 players breaking the record. So many players got featured. Pacho, Barcola, Marquinhos did not make it. Pacho deserved to be there. Barcola deserved to be there. Marquinhos, I'm calm him not being there. But as I said, I can't complain too much. We know about the PR stuff and so on. They should be there ahead of the players that I mentioned. But as I said, I'm way more happy than I'm mad. And yeah, hopefully we can win all the awards. Luis Enrique, Manager of the Year. Donnarumma, Goalkeeper of the Year. Desiree Doué, Youngster of the Year. And Ousmane Dembele, Ballon d'Or, Best Player of the Year. Hopefully we can get all the awards. That's been it from boy PSG. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez, Paris.